So this is Mohammed. He's been a patient of my practice for about a little over a year, you said, right?
Yes.
And when Mohammed first came to us, he was actually referred to us by one of my patients that I see out in Long Island who has vitiligo.
He told me that this is in, treatment, and I've never heard of it before, so he told me, you should give it a try.
All right, awesome, man. Well, I'm glad that you found us because, when Mohammed first came to the office, he actually had very extensive vitiligo, which really affected almost your entire face, essentially.
I would say at least 85% of my face is covered in vitiligo.
If you see Mohammed now, he's probably just got 2 or 3% of his face that's still affected. They're little tiny spots.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been a journey for me. When I came in last year, I'll be honest with you guys, I was very at a low point in terms of self-confidence and, self-image and stuff like that. And then, this honestly changed my entire outlook on, things like, changed my life, I can say, pretty much. And, very grateful for this therapy. And so yeah, I can attest to the fact that, these are real results, and, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. So I'm so psyched that you had such an amazing result, For a lot of our patients who come to see us who've had vitiligo, most of the treatments basically just consist of creams. I'm sure you probably had a bunch of creams and stuff through the years.
Definitely. Ever since I had vitiligo ever since I came to the States from Bangladesh.
Wow.
And,
so that was 18 years? You've had vitiligo for at least 18 years?
At least 18 years, yeah.
Wow.
The solution would always be, okay, put on this ointment, put on this cream. But, those results were, I don't want to say temporary, but, some of them weren't temporary, but they were very, very slow. Definitely nothing as quick as,
yeah,
the eczema laser.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think for a lot of our patients, especially patients who have darker skin types of vitiligo, it's a very significant, issue in terms of, cosmetic reasons, but, also for self-esteem, etc. And just to know that there's a great treatment that's out there. It's painless, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty quick. The treatments themselves are pretty quick, but you have to really dedicate yourself to coming for treatment. So you've been very consistent, coming 2 or 3 times a week for, over a year, I would say, right? So it takes work, but you put the work in, the results speak for themselves. So I'm psyched that you had such an awesome result, man.
I just want to tell everyone that if anyone's scared about trying it, or whatever the case is, nobody, the doctors and the PAs who to administer the treatment, they're very obviously trained in administering the correct dosage.
Right. Yeah, that's the key with this. So there are a few not in our practice, but we've had some patients who've had not great experiences at other places, getting burns, etc., which can happen. It is UV light. That is one of the risks. But we have a very specific protocol that we follow, particularly for our vitiligo patients, that kind of protects against that. We're pretty conservative with the treatment, and we slowly get more aggressive as we course through the treatment, because Mohammed's doses that he's able to use now are much higher than the doses we were able to use initially. You can't go to those high doses from the get-go, but we kind of start off slow, baby steps, until we kind of get you up to where the treatment's really going to work.
Yeah, correct, and that's the way it worked for me. In the beginning, we started off slow, and we got more aggressive to see how much I could handle personally. And as we went more aggressive, I saw results, and there came a point where we saw that, okay, if I go any higher, it's going to cause burns on my skin, and we stopped there, and we sort of kept going, and that was that's what created the optimal results.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. So we're going to get your treated right now, man. One of the treatments, we do a couple of things for Mohammed. One is we treat him with something called narrowband UVB phototherapy, where you basically go into a light box. So this is our UV light box. You have to wear goggles to protect your eyes from the UV light. But our patients, for multiple conditions, in this instance for vitiligo, we treat at very low doses. And we also use something called the eczema laser to treat Mohammed, which is basically a laser treatment of UVB light, which we use to just treat very specific spots. So for Mohammed, we treat his face, which was forehead, the central part of his face, and around his lips. And you can see, Mohammed got pretty significant repigmentation, which I'm sure for you it's been sort of life-altering.
I posted about this back in April or May, I believe, and a lot of people hit me up, and they were like, "Oh, I have relatives, to have vitiligo, and how can I get this. So I referred them to the treatment and etc.
Awesome. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had there was like way back, like well, it's been like June or something. I think we did it. We posted a video of just a vitiligo treatment, and I mean it's crazy like how many people have vitiligo. I just like hashtag some vitiligo stuff and like 10, 13,000 views, something like that. And I got like a lot of direct messages and people reaching out to me. So this is like a real person's honest, true experience with the treatment.
When people see results, that's when they're like, okay, you know what, maybe this is worth it. Even when you search something up online, it's not personal, but when it's personal, people take it more seriously. So
that's it. So
that's what it is.
thanks, man. Thanks for doing
Thank
this.
you so
I really
much,
appreciate it.
Dr.
All right. So as you can see, vitiligo is a treatable condition. Mohammed had an exceptional result. All of our patients don't have quite as dramatic a result, but for patients that do respond to the therapies we offer, it can be completely life-changing, as it was in Mohammed's case. So I hope this encourages any patients out there that have vitiligo. You can schedule a consultation with us or your local dermatologist if you're not in the New York area. You're looking for doctors that have narrowband UVB light box and the eczema laser. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's get it. So as you can see, for vitiligo patients, there is hope. It can be a completely treatable So as you can see, vitiligo is a treatable, let me do it again.